Sokoto State government has officially banned all forms of signing out celebrations by graduating secondary school students across public and private schools in the state, announcing a decision on Thursday. The Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Professor Ahmad Ladan Allah, cited increasing cases of student misconduct, vandalism, and public disturbances as key reasons for the ban. According to Allah, the celebratory tradition has strayed from its original purpose and now undermines the values of discipline and academic responsibility promoted by the state's education system. However, the directive, signed by the Director of Examination Matters, Abubakar Abdullahi, mandates full compliance from all school heads in Sokoto. Meanwhile, the government also urged parents and guardians to support the initiative by discouraging their wards from engaging in unruly behavior under the guise of graduation festivities. In a groundbreaking move, Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has appointed Mr. Joachim Achu, an indigene of Abia State, as the new Accountant General of the state. Mr. Achu's appointment breaks long-standing tradition as top government roles were typically reserved for state indigenes. Recall that Achu has served as Director and Permanent Secretary before this elevation. Meanwhile, Governor Soludo, known for his inclusive and merit-based appointments, also recently appointed an Osun State indigene, Mr. Adebayo Ojeyinka, as a permanent secretary. The governor's press secretary, Christian Aburime, described Achu's appointment as symbolic, highlighting the administration's focus on national unity, competence, and professionalism. The Ogun State Governor has recruited 550 new operatives into the Amotekun course to reinforce local security and protect lives and property across the state. Speaking at the passing out parade, Governor Dapo Abiodun said the move reflects his administration's sustained investment in security infrastructure. He noted that the operatives will support federal agencies by leveraging local intelligence and community trust. The commander of the Amotekun Corps, David Adedigba, emphasized that the new recruits will be strategically deployed across the states to strengthen the fight against crime and maintain peace and order. Residents from 6 communities in the Ruwan-Bor ward of Gusau local government area, Zamfara State, staged a peaceful protest at the government house in Gusau, decrying the frequent attacks by armed bandits. Speaking on behalf of the protest, community member Aminu Bello lamented the absence of security operatives, which has left the communities vulnerable. Responding, the vice chairman of Gusau local government area, Mr. Aminu Mada, acknowledged the urgency of the situation, stating that the state government is doing all it can to address security concerns. He urged residents to channel their complaints through designated area development councils for quicker response and support. Finally, from the local stories, at least 13 people have been pronounced dead following a cholera outbreak in 6 local government areas of Niger State. Authorities have also confirmed over 236 hospitalizations linked to the waterborne disease. In response, the state government has established an isolation center in Minna and additional treatment centers in the affected local government areas. Meanwhile, Commissioner for Primary Health Center Ibrahim Dangana assured the public of ongoing multi-sectoral efforts to contain the outbreak. Now we're going on a short break, and when we get back, we'll receive stories from the foreign scene, the world of sports, and the world of business. Please stay tuned. It is still the news at 5 p.m. on Opportune TV. From the foreign scene, a United States Court of Appeal has ruled against President Donald Trump's executive order to restrict birthright citizenship, declaring it unconstitutional and affirming an earlier federal court's injunction. The controversial order sought to deny citizenship to children born on U.S. soil to undocumented immigrants or temporary visa holders. The 14th Amendment challenging, the court emphasized that the executive order conflicted with the constitutional guarantees and that the injunction preventing its implementation did not constitute judicial overreach. The European Union has allocated €500,000, approximately 886 million naira, to provide humanitarian relief to displaced persons in Benue State, Nigeria. According to the European Union, over 1.5 million people have been displaced since 2018, with recent violence claiming 6,900 lives and displacing over 400,000 lives in 2024 and 2025 alone. The emergency funds will support water, shelter, sanitation, hygiene, and case-based interventions through the International Organization for Migration. Now to the world of business. Commercial banks in Nigeria closed approximately 2.94 million accounts as of March 2025 as part of efforts to sanitize the financial system and comply with the central bank's directive on linking accounts to national identity numbers. The figure marks a partial recovery from 33.29 million closed accounts in February. Year on year, this reflects a 30.4% increase from the 22.54 million closures recorded in March 2024. Meanwhile, the number of active accounts grew significantly by 45.7% to 320.05 million, according to data from the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System. As of July 2025, BVN enrollment reached 66.23 million Nigerians, respectively. The Nigerian exchange NGX closed Wednesday's trading session on a flat note, with the market capitalization edging up by 67 billion naira to 83.9 trillion naira. The all-share index rose marginally by 0.08% to settle at 132,557.43 points. However, overall trading activities declined. Share volume dropped by 12%, turnover by 36%, and number of deals by 18%. Meanwhile, Academic Press PLC led the gainers with a 10% rise, while Austin Lars and company topped the losers, declining by the same margin. Finally, from the world of business, China's central parity rates for the yuan strengthened by 29 pips to 7.1385 against the US dollar on Thursday. According to the China Foreign Exchange Trade System, the daily fluctuation margin for the yuan is set at 2% above or below the central parity rate. The parity rate for the yuan strengthened by 29 pips against the US dollar, respectively. From the world of sports, Carlos Rodriguez of Ineos Grenadiers has withdrawn from the 2025 Tour de France after suffering a broken pelvis during a mass crash on stage 17. Rodriguez, previously ranked 10th overall, was considered a strong contender for upcoming mountain stages. His exit follows the earlier withdrawal, of teammate Filippo Ganna due to concussion. Despite recent setbacks, Ineos secured a stage win through Thymen Arrangement on the tournament summit last week. Finally, Ecuadorian international Pervis Estupiñán has officially joined AC Milan from Brighton and Hove Albion on a 5-year contract. The 27-year-old left-back made over 100 appearances for Brighton and now joins Milan as part of the club's rebuilding efforts under newly reappointed coach Massimiliano Allegri. Estupiñán expressed excitement and gratitude over his new challenge in Serie A, while Brighton thanked him for his contributions to the international sports. And that wraps up the news at 5 p.m. on Operating TV. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe to all our social media platforms for more updates. I am Mary Agiobo. Do have a wonderful evening. Thank you.